Here we go. Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the fabulous Naples Botanical Garden, and we have an interesting guest coming right up. Elgin Hicks, the Director of Parks and Recreation for the City of Fort Myers, makes his debut on Lee Pitts Live. Welcome, Elgin.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, you told me you grew up watching me. You make me feel old.
Hey, listen, the legendary Lee Pitts, this is an honor to be on here, so I'm definitely appreciate you reaching out.
Yeah, I'm excited about having you on the show, and I'm very excited about all the properties and different pieces of the City of Fort Myers Park and Recreation that you're responsible for, and I'll be educated more about the City of Fort Myers Parks and Rec, because a lot of times all we do is think about places with a basketball court, but it's a lot more to it.
It is a lot more.
So when I first spoke to you on the phone, I was like, really? It's all of that going on. So congratulations on your new position.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Has it been 2 or 3 months yet?
Yeah, it started May 12th. May 12th. I remember the date exactly.
May 12th, and next thing you know, you're in front of all these lights. Was that a part of the plan?
It was not. It was not. I was surprised to see the message from you, man. And I tell you, it was an honor just for you to think of me to be on the show. So.
Oh man! As soon as I saw it and read about it, I said, "Hey, I gotta get that guy on the show." And the interesting thing is, I have people who do that. The producer, I got a producer in the background, Eugene Hood, who handles all that. But I went straight to you direct.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was good. It was good talking to you.
Really cool, man. How would you describe? I started off mentioning to you about there are various properties that falls under Parks and Recreation for the City of Fort Myers. Kind of summarize what you got there.
We got the stadium, we got the Stars Complex, we have Riverside Community Center, we have the Racquetball Club, as well as Sam Fleshman baseball facility, the new aquatic center that just opened up, just the yacht club, the yacht basin. We also manage the cemeteries as well. So
okay.
All over the city.
That cemetery that's on Michigan Avenue?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The future, are there plans to build more things coming online that we may want to know about?
100%. I mean, I could tell you the next couple of years are going to be very, very crucial for us. The next 2 months, we're in the process of getting our master plan for the Parks and Rec division. In that part, we'll find out exactly how many facilities we are short, how many we need, just to satisfy the need in the growing population that is in the city of Fort Myers right now.
Yeah, it's growing. And that's a good thing. Growth is a good thing. I tell people that all the time. I remember driving down here to Naples, used to be like a little cordial 30-minute drive. Now that traffic is so thick, right, skinny, we have to kind of accommodate for that. But we'll be coming to Naples more often too. And you were saying, hey, Lee, it's really cool to come down to Naples and here at the Botanical Garden, because they're working with you guys in partnership to doing some of the horticultural things for the city of Fort Myers. Just a coincidence, right?
It is, and I can see the great things they do here. So I am definitely ecstatic to see what they're going to do for us and get with our parks manager, Jose Pereira, and really get some things going.
So you're always trying to have greenery, nice trees, shade for walking and things of that nature?
No doubt, and it's also the beautification of just, the city. We want to keep the city looking as beautiful as possible, so when visitors come, they don't want to leave, and they want to come back, and they want us to be a destination.
When I see that Centennial Park downtown Fort Myers, that's a part of, is that not necessarily Parks and Rec?
No, it's Parks and Rec.
And I've been seeing barriers up, repairs, and all of that. Has that come down yet? What's the future?
September 10th is supposed to be the grand opening.
Okay, breaking news.
No, yes, it is. the opening of the Centennial Playground. So we redid a lot. You know what, the supply-demand things just got pushed back. So it's about done now. A couple little pieces they're ironing up on, and we'll be ready to rock, as well as the beautiful Calusa sound and the amphitheater they put there as well. So those are some good things that are gonna, satisfy the downtown area.
Mm-hmm. That Red Sox Stadium.
Yes.
The leftover Red Sox Stadium. When it first opened back in the 90s, I was there. I was there for all the pomp and circumstances. It's now just sitting there now that the Red Sox baseball team no longer does spring training there. Has the city come up with a concept, or do you have a concept of what's the best use of that property?
Well, the city has not necessarily come up with a concept. Again, we're midpoint. They're doing the analysis on that right now, so they got a master plan going on, and hopefully the results come in and it has us in part of that city of Palms as far as the Parks and Recreation Division. In a perfect world, if I could do something with it, I would multi-purpose it for sports as well as for the community, and give an opportunity maybe to reach out to some of the collegiate teams to come down there during spring break and do some different things.
Okay, well, you're going to have some input on that now. So you
Yes,
said
sir,
if you have
yes,
anything
sir.
to do with it, open your mouth while you're in there.
No doubt.
Your background, your adult life has been working with youth programs, coaching. You have a passion around youth, so being a director of Parks and Rec fits right into what you do. Tell us about how you got into the whole aspects of coaching.
Oh man, my background just playing football myself. After going to college, playing ball, getting a little opportunity to play with the Indianapolis Colts and that camp. Coming back home and
Cornerback, wide out,
wide receiver. Yes, sir.
Okay, I probably could have. I was a corner man.
Okay.
We got to go out here and see if you can.
All right, I don't know if you go tell me. No doubt. But I mean, just getting back, and my son started playing football. So when I got out there and started coaching, I never really wanted to be a coach, but I saw just the lack of what I had when we were growing up. It was just the lack of activities. It seemed like it was just home, school, and that was it. They didn't have any recreational activity. They weren't able to go to the park and just go play football like we did and really learn and hone on their skills. So being able to do that, I just sat home and through a whole process of what now? Football's over. What now? You always hear that what now. So having the opportunity just kind of to think, meditate and really just get my mind right. I came up with my organization, Make It Count Sports. We started after school programs. We started summer camp, and just different sports, flag football, basketball, track, just to get activities going.
Great.
And it kind of, grown into something, and then you look up and it's 10 years down the road and you're like, wow, this really is something. So it became my life and everything that I did.
Now that you moved into Parks and Recreation, would that component still exist and flourish as it was when you were there?
Well, the thing about it, my last 2 years I was coaching at Island Coast, so it's kind of died down a little bit right there. I still have some programs going down there, but as well as I have people in place that have those things, coaching, it never stops. So giving these kids an opportunity, definitely, but I was definitely going to move a lot of things I have in corporate into the city of Fort Myers.
Right, that's what I was going to say. It's going to be a perfect opportunity for you to utilize some of that and expanding what the city of Fort Myers does with its youth programs. How would you summarize the existing youth programs that the city of Fort Myers has in its Parks and Recreation Division?
Well, we're a football-rich program, so we have some programs, football programs that the city that we kind of partner with to provide facilities. But we also have, Swim Florida that uses our aquatic center. We have, the tennis club that uses the racket club for tennis. We're in the process of starting even youth golf, so we can get those guys out there on the golf and get familiar with it, so we can raise them to the game. We're in the position now where it's our age that has to provide the leadership for the youth.
And I see tennis going on over at the Stars Complex. So.
Yes. I mean, the Stars Complex has it going on. I mean, from tennis to the after-school programs to the team programs, even the community outreach programs they have, with the Harry Chaplin Bank giving out, food and resources to the community. I think that's huge and it's very, very needed.
You're able to work in after-school tutorials within that whole concept as well?
Yes, that's kind of the basis of it. I think it starts with education in kids. If we can get them to buy in educational wise and really want to be successful, I think that's the first step to kind of the healing process of the whole country.
What's the future for the Parks and Recreation for the city of Fort Myers?
Man, I'm just really excited to get this feedback about this Parks and Rec, where they want to go. Just my experience, I'm ready to just have parks in every single ward, multiple parks in every single ward, and just having activities, all year, all weekend, so where when you go into one of these facilities, there's people going in and out. The community members, the citizens are going in and out. I hate when we travel to some of these different recreational facilities with sports, and on the weekends there's nothing going on. It's just us going in the gym and going out, but there's no activities for the community and things. And I think that's something that we want to change.
The Parks and Rec, what's the misconception? People think when they think of Parks and Rec, they may be limited to just thinking it's this, but it's more than just that.
Well, I think Parks and Rec are a big key component in just the maturation process and providing discipline through sports and just getting the kids the sense of teamwork and working together. It plays a vital role in just the growing up process. So I think it's more than just sports. It's really the community outreach. It's really growing as a person, the discipline and the things that you need just to be successful.
What are you excited about this fall coming up?
I'm excited to get out there and really, as a neutral kind of counterpart now, to go out there and just put my hand in a lot of things as far as like, you know, the different sports leagues. You know, when you're coaching at one particular organization, you're kind of you tunnel vision on that one organization. So I'm really excited to get out and see what every organization is doing, and then kind of collab on that and make it the experience even better the next year.
How does it work with the City of Fort Myers Police Athletic League that's dealing with youth as well over there in Shady Oaks? That's a city property. Do you guys collaborate on anything?
We will. They're in the process of getting up and rolling, and I've talked to Lamar and some of the other components with the PAL, and we're definitely ready to collab and do some big
Lamar
things.
Campbell.
Yes, definitely.
There you go. You in the loop. The what is your long-term hope for the City of Fort Myers Parks and Recreation? If you had a crystal ball and you could start predicting the future, what are some things you like to see happen going forward?
I mean, again, every ward would have recreational facilities all over the place, but I think every ward would also specialize in a sport. So that way, when we get into the seasons, we're able to have, you know, a flag football tournament in Ward 1. We're able to have a basketball tournament in Ward 6. We're able to have different sports in all the wards that kind of bring everybody together. And at the end of the day, just having big shows at the end in Centennial Park with the amphitheater, and just really bringing the community together, black, white,
Hispanic, all races.
Everybody. I want a diverse, following the city, and I think that's the mission of the city as well. You know, we're in the process of rebranding and just redoing everything, just to, you know, come out. Feel like we've been neglected a little bit, you know, just kind of on the back burner. We're just ready to make an identity for ourselves and just come out real bold.
Do you feel that Parks and Recreation has something for adults as well as for the children as well? Adults in all age groups?
100%. I mean, we have different Zumba classes at our aquatics. We have aerobics classes that are like at the Stars. We, you know, our senior softball that goes on at Shady Oaks. Soccer, yes, women and men's soccer. I would hope to bring in a flag football league, men's and women's flag football league as well. So yeah, we want to keep everybody busy. And at that same token, when we have these adult leagues, we want them to come back and volunteer and be coaches, so they can, you know, teach our young kids how to be successful athletes as well.
Sound like the City of Fort Myers Parks and Recreation is on the move.
We are.
Headed towards being a metropolitan city. The growth is there. So I'm glad that a person like yourself is in position to see the future and start planning for the future. How
Definitely.
about that?
I'm excited about the opportunity for sure.
Hey man, let me bump you out.
Yeah.
That's like that. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Elgin and all the fine people at the City of Fort Myers Parks and Recreation. Remember, Miami may have the juice, may have the oranges, but the Botanical Gardens out here in Naples has the
juice.
It's got the juice.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello everybody, this is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show, and if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel, watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime, and also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.